Can't help it. There we go. Right. So what I thought we'd do is we'll see if we can get through the whole floor, but we'll do it in sections, because I think to kind of put it all together in right now is probably a little bit too much. So we'll do it in sections. So you'll have it all, but it'll be in chunks, as it were, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then it's up to you. You can practice the chunks. You can start trying to put it together, but I would suggest let's stick with the chunks for a little bit and just, yeah. At least until next Thursday. Start off with wrists rolling one on top of the other, etc., etc. And reverse when you're ready. And into our waves. And the other side. A little bit of a wrist stretch, outside wrist stretch. So squeeze the thumbs together, keep the palms towards the floor and press out. You can press out at angles as well. You've got the option, left, middle, and right. Let's see how that feels. I'm just trying to open up the side of the wrist. I always find this a bit of an odd one. And give them a whirl. Let's just do magnetic wrists while we're here. So I've got 2 magnetic bracelets on your wrist. You're going to keep your wrist line together. It's a bit easy to get bogged down by what the fingers are doing. Think about the wrists. You want to keep the wrist line together. So I'm trying to get my wrists together rather than my hands. You're just rolling around that wrist line. Here, I'm trying to really pull my fingers in towards my forearms, so on and so forth. And here I'm trying to spread my fingers and my wrists as wide as I can. And then you're reversing, so you come the other way. So I'm folding in towards my body, spreading and dipping the fingers, and then again, spreading as much as possible. Magnetic wrists. Quite hard to actually hit your wrist line. You might find you're hitting, especially here, you're on your palms instead of your actual wrist. You want to really pull your hands back. Let's them again, give them a little bit of a twirl. Usual story, into our main wrist stretch. Kind of liking this one at the moment. It seems to be working for me. I don't know about you guys, but I seem to be getting a little bit more extension through the wrists. So we're going to pull back, we're going to hold. Again, it's up to you. You can pulse, you can circle, etc. if holding's not your bag, but I tend to think that it seems to work a little bit better with a longer hold. If it's too uncomfortable, though, by all means, keep moving. And try and straighten out your fingers, particularly your thumb. For me, it's always my thumb that seems to want to crease up. It's always bent. I'm trying to spread my thumb out and keep it straight. And then ever so gently peel the hands up off the floor, and if they need a bit of a shake or whatever, that's fine. It's actually getting quiet. This morning it was like, it's raining. What's going on? Cold and raining. I was expecting some sunshine. So, right, activations then. Let's start off in Beast. So we'll set Beast. Hip distance apart, knees and feet. Shoulder distance apart with the hands. Knees and the belly button line. Shoulder blades nice and wide. And let's hover the knees just an inch off the floor. Neck long, jaw and neck relax. Hold. last 3, last 2, and last 1, and gently put the knees down. Transition over to crab, however you want to get there is fine. And same again, we're just organizing our crab, feet hip distance, bottom halfway between your heels and your hands, chest proud, gaze up, shoulders pulling back. Push the hands into the floor to lift the hips up, and then reach your sit bones towards the floor. So we're just holding. You'll start, there's no getting away from it. There is a tendency to sink. So you still want to keep pushing down as much as you can. Really keep it active. Push down into the hands. That's all you've got to think about. Push down into the hands. See if you can push a little bit further and lift up a centimetre more. And we'll hold 3, last 2, last 1. Let's do a left leg under switch back to beast. So arrive in beast, keep the knees off the floor if you can, and then we'll hover the right foot for 3, 2, 1. Left foot, 3, 2, 1. Right hand, 3, 2, 1. Left hand, 3, 2, 1. Let's go left leg under switch back to crab. Let's get nice and organized. Start reaching the sit bones towards the floor again. And then we go left foot for 3, 2, 1. Right foot, 3, 2, 1. Left hand, 3, 2, 1. Right hand, 3, 2, 1. And release the hips down. And just come off your wrists for a moment. You can get your wrist relief position if you need it. But look, the cat seems somewhere outside. We've got visions of her bringing in a dead creature at some point. Again. Give them a wiggle. All right, so let's do a couple of form-specific stretches. We'll just start off with unload, partly because I just feel like we've not done it for ages. It's a good one. So we're going to set loaded beast, hip distance apart with the feet, slightly wider with the knees. And that same idea, you know, when we come into, we're talking about coming into the squat, that same idea of trying to keep your spine relatively flat as you come into your loaded beast. And it's easier said than done here, because once you start to lift the knees, your arms slide away, etc. So there's a balance between upper and lower body strength. But see, just here, from your knee down position, see if you can drop your chest down towards the floor. So you come into a more flat backed position. And then when you hover the knees, see if you can keep it. So let's just activate loaded beast here, hover the knees, and we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release down. And I'm going to get rid of my mat because my mat is like an elastic band and it's sliding away from me. We'll try it again. So as you sink the hips back towards your heels, try and flatten out your back as much as possible. Like I say, easier said than done, I fully appreciate. And then we'll hover the knees here. So hover 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. And then we're going to take it into our, let me get rid of this small rock that's under my knee. We're going to take it into our, what did I say, unload. So set loaded beast, when you're ready, hover the knees, and we go unload. Chin tucked, tail tucked, knees an inch off the floor, and all the way out. And looking back at your knees, they should be very bent. See if you can push with the toes that little bit further. So you take your shoulders past your wrist line, push into the floor to really round the shoulder blades. And then we're going to return to loaded beast. You can rest your knees down, just have a moment to reset before we go again. When you're ready, set loaded beast, hover the knees, unload, chin to chest, straight out, knees low. Really squeezing the glutes, push the floor away around the shoulder blades, push with the toes to take your shoulders past your wrist line, and then return to loaded beast, resting the knees down. Again, a moment to reset and find a non-sweaty patch on the floor, in my case, so my feet don't slide. When we're ready, hover the knees, set loaded beast, unload. Push with the toes a little bit further. Trying to get that wrist stretch again. Push into the floor to round the shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes. Just feel some work in the lower abs. Return to loaded beast and rest the knees. Coming into crab. So we're going to do crab reach again. So set your base with the legs. Otherwise, the hands should be in roughly the same position as they usually are. Get nice and proud through the chest. Push down into the floor to lift the hips up. We'll go right arm first. So bring the right arm in front of the face, trying not to twist too much. And then lifting the hips up into the 3-point bridge. Drop the right shoulder, lift the left hip. Make sure you're not collapsing through the arches. And then reaching the arm, twisting shoulders one on top of the other. See if you can pull your right shoulder even further forward. Return to your 3-point bridge and then release the hips down. Switching sides, so take the right hand back, bring the left hand in front of the face, square off your shoulders, lift into your 3-point bridge, lift the right hip bone, drop the left shoulder. Reach the arm, stack the shoulders one on top of the other, looking down. You can reach towards the floor with the fingertips that little bit more. Back to your 3-point bridge and lowering the hips down. Let's go right leg under switch to loaded beast. Right leg under switch to loaded beast. And we go straight into a wave unload there. Hips high, heels high. Just pause at that top position. So you want to flat back here, lifting your tailbone up to the sky. So as you lift your tailbone, if your legs are straight, you should feel your hamstrings a little bit. Should be a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Might not feel like a stretch, you might just feel like tension, but you want hamstring tension. And then we're going to round the spine. So you go chin to chest, tail tucked under, progress forward until you can't come forward anymore. The hips start to lower, glutes come on. And then extending the spine one vertebra at a time. The last thing to lift is the chin and the eyes. And then we're going to reverse that. Go chin to chest, round the shoulders. So push the floor away with the arms. To round the spine back up. And then again, lift the tailbone. Feel that tension down the hamstrings before you lower back down your loaded beast. And you can rest at the bottom there. So we're going to stick with loaded beast. We're just going to do a few front steps, nice and slow, nothing too exciting, still just warming up, getting into the hips. So from loaded beast, we're going to do right leg front step first. So let's hover the knees, set loaded beast, right leg front step. And just pause in that position. You can pry open the leg, you can circle the hips, but we're just wiggling around in that position. Taking a moment to just allow the hips to open slightly. You can do it with the hand down, you can do it with the hand up. It doesn't really matter at this point. And then square off again, and we're going to return to loaded beast. And we'll do the other side, left leg front step. Bring that foot forward. Same again, prying open. You can circle and pry at the same time. And just have a wiggle there. And hand comes down and return to loaded beast. Flipping on my floor this morning. The right leg front step, a little bit quicker. Good. I did just check in, you know, we talked about, you can probably see, I'm exaggerating here what I did, but you can see how my hips want to come to the, well, in this case, the right, same side I'm stepping on. I'm going to try and bring that hip in a little bit more square. So you try to go down with your crotch rather than out to the side, if that makes sense. And then return to loaded beast. And we go left leg front step. Tucking that left hip in. Nicely done. And return to loaded beast. And relax. Whee. Okay, so just following on from yesterday, because it seemed the process seemed to work quite well. Let's just come back to our reaching under switch to crab and back again. Another one that I was going to show you. No, this will do. All right, let's go reaching under switch. So we're going to say ape. Oh. Why is it ape at this time in the morning? It feels worse than ape at lunchtime. Rock from side to side like I'm doing. I'm just giving my hips a little bit of a moment to get used to this. Charlotte's about to topple over, I think. So while we're here and we're kind of rocking from side to side, because we've got one heel up, you should find it relatively easy to get the chest up. Yeah, so while we're not in a proper ape, you can get that spine as relatively straight as best we can. So chest nice and high, gaze forward. So I'm going to prattle on. We're still rocking from side to side. So remember from yesterday, we're not coming up and onto the hand. We're going this way. Yeah, not up and over, this way. And I want you to find this back hand position again. So this back hand is reaching back and it's thumb down. We can fake and come back. Yeah, so let's just practice that to start with. Let's just pretend we're doing fakes left, right, and center. So let's go right leg reaching under switch, fake. So heels down, the heels come off as you reach. You should land nice and softly. Think thumb down at the back, but it's a nice straight arm. And then push yourself back to your ape position. Left leg reaching under switch, fake. Heels come off as you reach. You see your legs are all in a straight line. Thumb down, reaching the hand at the back. And then you push back into your ape position. Just one more each side. Left leg reaching under switch, fake. Reach and push back. Right leg reaching under switch, fake. Reach and push back. And then just come off your feet for a minute, or come out of your squat, I should say. Just have a moment. So I'm hoping that that's starting to feel a little bit smoother. Yeah, teeny tiny bit. We'll go through the window on this next one. So whilst you're doing a fake, you're obviously planting the hand and then coming back again. Once you're doing a full reaching under switch, the foot comes off before the hand lands. So it makes it smooth, that's the theory. And if you stay low, you'll have a lot more control, as opposed to if you go up high and land heavy on the hand and pull the leg through. All right, so you should have more control. Let's give it a bash. So we'll go right leg first. So set beast to set ape. And we go right leg reaching under switch, keep it low, lift the foot before the hand lands and come through. Let's take it back again. So right leg under switch to ape, get the leg through, thumb pointing down at the back, push off and come back to your ape. Left leg reaching under switch, foot leaves the ground just as the hand lands and you're into your crab. And then we go left leg under switch back to ape. Leave the back hand where it is, so it helps you push you around. And if, like me, you need a little bit of help pushing yourself around with the hand on the floor, that's okay. Charlotte, your hips give you some chip. Mine too. Two more, one each side. We're not going to hang about. All right, so right leg reaching under switch to crab. Go. Right leg under switch to ape. Left leg reaching under switch to crab. Left leg under switch to ape. And we're there. Well done. Good. And come off you, or come out of ape. He's going to come into something else. Come into a collapsed position on the floor and wiggle your legs about. It's a technical term. There should be a name for this. The caterpillar, I don't know, something. Right then. So I sussed it out in terms of making that initial movement, the spinning under switch, into a scorpion switch. So if we start off with a right leg spinning under switch, it leads us into a left leg scorpion switch. Don't overthink it, I'm going to show you. Yeah. So if we were doing, as we were yesterday, we were doing our under switch, spinning under switch, and going to beast, stopping in beast, and then doing the scorpion. Yeah, this just takes it so that you're not landing the leg. I'll show you what I mean. So if I do a left leg spinning under switch, left leg comes through, spin the arms, right leg travels under, but instead of me putting it down, I'm going to use that to go straight up into the scorpion switch, if that makes sense. Yeah, and you'd go all the way over into and then we go through a roll through, but we're just going to practice that to start with. So instead of doing the switch, we'll do a reach. So you're just going up and then we'll come back down, we'll reset beast, and we'll do another spinning under switch. That makes sense? Let's just have a go. We'll do a couple side to side, and then I'll come and watch. And if we're having any problems, we can go through it. All right. So we'll start off with a left leg spinning under switch, which will lead us into a right leg scorpion reach. Okay. So we'll set beast, left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion reach. Here we go. Left leg spinning under switch. The right leg travels under and then goes up into your scorpion. And that leg comes all the way back down and we reset beast. To do the other side. So we go right leg spinning under switch into a left leg scorpion reach. Right leg spinning under switch, left leg scorpion reach. And you hit that peak position, heel high, knee soft, the usual, and then return all the way back down to beast. How did we do? All right. Anybody doing an over switch?
I'm doing the move right, but it doesn't look very good.
No, doesn't feel nice either, does it? Kind of feels a little, well, to me, it feels a little bit clunky still. I'm just not very good at it yet.
Yeah, quite.
It's not a flowy kind of smooth movement. But if you remember when we all used to do ape, you know, when we very first started doing ape, and I used to go set ape and you'd all go, no, and press exit on the screen. And now I go set ape and you'll get there. You're not happy about it, but you do it, don't you? Right, let's just have a quick look then. So we'll do the same thing. Set beast, left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion reach. Hey, proper leg, the right leg and everything, good. And then return to beast. And we'll do the other side. So right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion reach. Very good. And return to beast. You went off center, Nick, so I couldn't see you. What your brain collapsed in a heap or didn't feel right? You went off camera, so I couldn't see you. Kind of
leg. I don't know how I did that. I ended up on with the right leg scorpion. Is that wrong?
Maybe you just set off with your because your spinning under switch looked fine, so maybe you did the wrong leg for the spinning under switch. That's an over switch.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that was an over switch that you start with there. So if we do right leg, so take your right leg under. There you go. That's it. Then take your left leg under and it'll go up into your scorpion. There you go. That's it. Nice. Well done.
This is why
brilliant.
So I can practice.
I think if you're anything like me, you'll have one side where your brain seems to get it sort of, maybe not easily, but it seems to make more sense to your brain on one side, and then you try the other side and your brain goes, nah, I don't know what you want me to do on this side. All right, so let's take that into the full scorpion switch. So exactly as what we've just done, but instead of coming back down to beast, we'll go over into and land it softly. Yeah, but we'll do a couple of those before we take it up into our roll through. All right, so we'll start off with a right leg spinning under switch to a left leg scorpion switch. So set beast, right leg spinning under switch. So the right leg's going to go under, switch the arms, left leg goes under and then travels up into your scorpion. Pause there, check in, heel high, knee soft, heel out to the side, shoulders to ears, shin to ceiling. Straighten out the base leg, coming onto the edge of the foot, toes to shin, and land nice and softly. Yeah, and then we'll go and reset our beast, and we'll do a left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion switch. Oh, here we go. Set beast, left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion switch. Take your time going over, reach to the floor with the hand for as long as possible, and then land nice and softly. Perfect. Well done. Good. All right. And rest for a moment. So we know then from the scorpion switch, we've got our roll through. So we're going to come straight back. And then from the roll through, we take that into our front step. So the front step from roll through, say we land, I'll do it this way so I've got some room. So say we land with our left leg bent and our right leg out, that which would be a left leg roll through, it's going to be a right leg front step. So you've landed, you're going to need to put your hips down so that you can sort your hand out and turn it round. But otherwise, the right leg's going to stay where it is, and you're going to step through with the bent leg. So the bent leg is going to become the bent leg, the straight leg is going to stay the straight leg, but it's an over switch, and you're coming through. Yeah, that's it, Charlotte. Yep. Brilliant. So let's have a bash at that. So we'll start in beast. We'll do everything we've just done. We'll do the roll through. Don't worry if your first roll throughs are a little bit sticky. That's completely understandable. And then we'll take it into a front step from there. Okay. Step beast. Right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion switch. Right leg spinning under switch. Left leg scorpion switch all the way over. Use that rotary arm to take you back up, nice and high through the heel still, and then travel through the window, sliding the heel along the floor. Put your hips down, turn your hand around. It will be now a right leg front step. So keep your left leg where it is, come onto the outside edge of the foot and land. Nicely done. And then rest there for a moment. So remember from yesterday, then we're going to pop it back into a side kick through. So if I've just done a right leg front step or come into a right leg front step, we're going to be popping back so that into a modified beast, but our right foot is going to be off the floor. And we've got our drill, right? So if this doesn't go quite according to plan to start with, we've got our drill to play with. So let's land in modified beast, right foot off the floor. Hand comes down. Dip the legs. That's it. Brilliant. And then we're going to take that into a side kick through. So right leg side kick through. And you can pop your hips down there. Yeah. All good. Yeah. See, told you, it's on you. All worried about this the other day, and he's like, blah, blah, easy peasy. Right, let's do it from the top. So we'll get to that point. In fact, we'll do all of it because all there is to finish that section is then a levitating under switch to crab. But just to give a recap on the levitating under switch, the thing that I noticed with this is for some reason, I do it as well, right? If I'm doing a levitating, levitate to another side kick through. So if I just finish my side kick through here and I want to levitate to the other side, I seem to find that action really easy. What I don't find easy is an under switch. It looks different. And I noticed that with you guys yesterday. So, or the other day, whichever day it was that we actually got to this. So when you do here to an under switch, you still want to hit that peak position. You still want to get the switch, but you're coming through to your crab. Yeah. We'll do it from the top. It's fine. Wherever we get to, it's okay today. So let's go beast. Stop whinging, you. Bugger off. Not in front of my notes, preferably. Yeah, we'll start off with the same side. So right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion switch. Right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion switch. All the way over. Land. Roll through, left leg roll through. So take the hand out. all the way up, peak position, travel through the window, sliding the leg along the floor, turn the hand around, right leg front step, pop it back to a right leg side kick through, levitating under switch, which will take you to crab. So tuck that leg back in, take the hips up high, heel high, little bounce to switch, travel through the window to crab and rest. Well done, you're all there. So I'm assuming that went okay. Let's do the other side. So we'll start off with a left leg spinning under switch. So a reset beast. So it'll be a left leg spinning under switch to a right leg scorpion switch. Here we go, set beast. Left leg spinning under switch. Right leg scorpion switch. Hit the peak position, travel over. Use your rotary arm. Up you go. You roll through. Travel through the window, slide the heel. Put your hips down, turn your hand around. Be a left leg front step. That left leg is going to travel over and around. Good. Pop it back to a left leg side kick through. Kick it through. Good. Left leg, levitating under switch to crab. And rest. Well done. Do we feel like we've got one side that's easier than the other?
I'm fine
it
with
just
it. I'm
me?
just struggling for space. I'm having to move each time. So
Oh, bless you. Not this, it's much better at Yoga Blackpool, isn't it?
I'm
Nick,
just short. If I'm downstairs in the bedroom, I can do it, but this is too early for Andrew. So
oh God, we need to shuffle times around pets and people.
I
And
know.
husbands. Oh, we need to find our own space. Right, Nick, how are you getting on with that? Was that okay?
I think it's just I do need to practice because it's just little things like, so I do my front step and then I realize that everything's not in line. So
Yes, well, there is that. Yeah.
yeah, and I seem to have, when I came back down, I think it's called the scorpion switch, and you go and slide your legs through, I've got a massive window.
Oh, interesting, really. On the, yeah, okay, right, okay. That's what I was seeing. That's kind of what I was asking to see what you came up with yourself. So that's the roll through when you do the leg
Yeah.
slide, yeah?
Yeah.
So let me just have a, so if we've done a, whatever it is, switch,
Yeah,
scorpion switch, and you
yeah,
fling yourself back up, this hand sort of dictates your window, right? So if it's too far close to the other hand, too close
Yeah.
to the other hand, you're gonna have a really wide window. The narrower it is, so the closer it is to the foot, too narrow a window. Somewhere in between.
yeah,
And then as you come through,
Yeah.
you see how my hips are now between my,
yeah,
you know, the sort of equal distance between my hand and my foot. So that then when you come over, you'll
Yeah.
have the correct base, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It's
So
that.
yeah, it's that. So instead
Yeah.
of being here, you kind of want to be like so. So the
Got it.
hand that's turning in, and there's only one that can do that, wants to pull closer to your feet or foot. There's only one foot up here. Let's just do that bit again, that first section, and then we'll get the next section is not quite as tricky. So we'll do that next bit as well, but let's just do this bit again. All right, so we're going to go right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion switch. Set beast, right leg spinning under switch, left leg scorpion switch, all the way over. Roll through, use the rotary arm to fling you back up and then place the hand that's turning in a little bit closer to your feet, see if that helps. And then go through the window. Turn the hand, right leg front step. Pop it back to a right leg side kick through. Yeah. Levitating under switch to crab. Good. Nick, any better? A little bit? Yeah, okay, great, right. If that's the case, that's good, that's that fixed. Let's just quickly do the other, well, quickly, let's do the other side and then we'll progress on, yeah? So it'll be a left leg spinning under switch into a right leg scorpion switch. In Z beast. Left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion switch. All the way over. Use the arm, fling yourself back up there. Place your hand, slide the heel through, sort the hand out, left leg front step. I quite like that movement, it feels really good. And then pop it back to a left leg side kick through. Pop the feet, left leg side kick through. Levitating under switch, which will take you to crab. Hop. Crab. Da, da, da. All right, so we've got crab and we've got a right leg under switch to a left leg front kick through, into a scorpion reach, into a spinning under switch, into loaded beast. If you've been watching me, you'll notice that I've not been doing a particularly quick spinning under switch. I've been doing it as 2 under switches just because I'm knackered, you know, and that's absolutely fine. So my spinning under switch this morning has been left leg spinning under switch. Yeah, all nice and slow. There's no wrong with that. Yeah. All right. So we got our crab. So this was the one that was proving a little bit tricky yesterday, but we cracked it, I think. So whichever leg we call out as the under switch will be the opposite for the kick through. So I'm going to go left leg under switch to right leg front kick through. Left leg travels under, then it has to step forward for you to be able to bring the right leg through. That's it. Smashed it. Well done. Good. And let's just reset the crab. Let's do the other side. So if we're doing a left leg under switch, the right leg will go through. Oh, we've just done that one. Doesn't matter. Let's do it again anyway. Left leg under switch to right leg front kick through. Left leg under switch, step forward, right leg front kick through. And then reset your crab and we'll do the other side. So right leg under switch to left leg front kick through. Right leg travels under, it steps forward so that you could kick the left leg through. And rest. Yeah, happy with that? And it's one of the, again, I'm doing it all slow and in stages. I'm not doing any of the hopping and skipping because I'm tired and it's early.
Just show me where your hands are.
Where my what is?
Your hands when you do that. I end up with my hands in a funny place.
So if I do left leg under switch to right leg front kick through, left leg,
It's all right. I wasn't putting my hand down at the same time as the leg. It's fine. I know what I'm doing now.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Happy with that? Yeah. All right. So from that front kick through, we've just finished. Yeah. The leg that's out is going to travel up into a scorpion reach. Yes, it is. So that leg's going to travel scorpion reach. So it just tucks in and continues all the way up. And then that same leg, so it's going to be the right leg in this case, is going to come back down for a spinning under switch. So I'm again switching the arms. So it'll be the left leg that travels under, 2 loaded beasts. And rest down. Yeah. Okay, let's do that section because that's your next bit. I told you this was a little bit more. There's a lot in it, but it's relatively short and sweet. So from crab, we'll go right leg under switch to left leg front kick through, which will be left leg scorpion reach, spinning under switch, load of beast. So step crab. Here we go. So we got right leg under switch to left leg front kick through. Step crab. Right leg under switch, left leg front kick through. Step forward with the right, kick through with the left. Left leg scorpion reach. The leg just tucks back in, hand comes down, Take that leg up. And then we're going to come all the way back down into a spinning under switch. So it'll be left leg spinning under switch. So it goes through like you come into crab, leave the right arm across the body, switch arms, and the right leg will travel under, and you come to your loaded beast position. And you can rest your knees down. Well done. That looked pretty good. There didn't look to be an awful lot of faff there getting into your loaded beast. Did it feel a bit better? Yeah, well done. Amazing. Okay, so let's do the other side. So we'll start off with a left leg under switch to a right leg front kick through. Yeah, so set crab. Go this way for a change. Set crab, left leg under switch to right leg front kick through. Left leg under switch, step it forward, right leg front kick through. Right leg, scorpion reach. Just fold it in, place the hand down, drive up. You might need to turn the opposite hand a little bit. That's okay. And then it'd be a right leg spinning under switch to loaded beast. So you travel down through modified beast, almost like you're coming to crab. Leave the left arm across the body, switch, travel the left leg under, and you're in your loaded beast position. And you can rest the knees down. Feel good? All okay? Yeah? All right. In which case, let's have a go at all of that so far, if I can remember it. Yeah, that'll be the bugbear. As long as I'm doing it with you, I should be okay. And we'll see if we can get to that point. And then the last section, we can do that next time. That's just the apey bit. So ape reaching under switch, crocodile roll. That's the only section. And you've done all that before, so that's not too bad. Okay. So we're going to do it nice and slow again. Yeah. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. I'll talk you through it. We're doing pretty good for time. All right, so let's set beast. So it'll be a right leg spinning under switch into a left leg scorpion switch. That's where we're starting. Get all nice and slow. Set beast. Right leg spinning under switch to left leg scorpion switch. Drive that leg up and over. Land your scorpion straight into your roll through. Use that left arm to take you back up. Stagger the arms, place the hand a little bit closer to the foot than you might think, and then go through the window, put your hips down, turn the hand around, right leg front step, right leg side kick through, so hop back, side kick through, levitating under switch, which will take you to crab. And then we've got right leg under switch to left leg front kick through. Right leg under switch, land it forward, left leg kicks through. Left leg scorpion reach. Lost it, Charlotte. Left leg scorpion reach. It goes up and around. And then we go left leg spinning under switch to loaded beast. So it travels back through, right hand across the body, switching arms, right leg travels under, loaded beast, job done. Where did you lose it, Charlotte?
It was just one move. I can't remember. It was just where you noticed it stopped. I lost a little bit in the middle. I can't remember. I'll try it again now when we do the other side.
There's no worse than just getting one and it just throws the rest of it out. You try desperately to get to that next movement.
I just had to set up in the position you were then in. That was all.
Yeah, you lose it and go, right, where are we? What's that kick through? Get there. All right, let's do the other side then. So it will be a left leg spinning under switch to a right leg scorpion switch. Here we go. Set beast. Left leg spinning under switch to right leg scorpion switch. All the way up and over. Right leg roll through. Through the window, slide the heel. Put your hips down, sort the hand out. Left leg front step. Left leg side kick through. Little skip of the feet. left leg side kick through. Good. So levitating under switch to crab. All the way through. And then it'd be a left leg under switch to right leg front kick through. So left leg under switch, land the left leg forward so that you could kick the right leg through. Then right leg, scorpion's reach, right leg scorpion reach. It tucks in, it travels up, out and around. Right leg spinning under switch to loaded beast. Right leg comes through, left arm across the body, switch the hands, left leg goes under, and we finish in loaded beast. And you're done. Good. Let me come and talk to you. How was that?
Okay. I think
Not
I
bad.
did. I know the last one to loaded beast, I did an over switch, and I don't know how I did that, but I think my brain's just adult now.
It is a lot harder, I think, at this time in the morning. I mean, we've all said it in the
Yeah.
past, but I think it is. I think it takes a little bit of toll at this time. Hence why I was doing it all super slow, partly because my body's tired as well. And there's no wrong with that, but I'll upload this for you so you can play with it if you wish. But my suggestion is just let it percolate. You know, maybe have a go over the weekend if you fancy it. But your brain will
Sleep on it.
sleep. It does. It makes a big difference.
I
And then
know I've got one eye on the screen. I'm like a helicopter pilot now. I can have one eye over there and one eye over there. As soon as I take my eye off you, Kelly, I don't get it.
I think we're doing. I think we're all doing really well. Like if you think about Tuesday, where you were thinking that you'd never come again, and today you're doing it. It's 2 sessions, and you're doing what you thought you couldn't do on Tuesday. So don't get me wrong. I know it feels clunky, and it perhaps doesn't feel particularly flowy. It doesn't to me either. And because we kicked it up a notch. But you're doing really well. It looks fine. You're about to lose. The whole point is that you're supposed to fail. That's how you learn. So yeah, just doesn't feel good.
So are we on Monday? I think there's one on Monday in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday 11:15 I did, so I could pick Dave up into there as well. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I think it is next week.
Yeah. I think so. I checked last night. Yeah.
Something like that anyway. So yeah, we've got 4 next week. Is that all right? Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. See you then.
All right.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.